studies with Smarteria. This is a channel that allows you to learn on different business tips, and if you're a business student out there at any level, this is a channel that will give you an opportunity to learn on different business principles and concepts, and basically all the information that you need for you to get that distinction, that exam. And it's simple. All you need to do is subscribe, watch, and learn. Okay. Now today we are going to be looking at yet another interesting topic. But before we do that, allow me to urge you to go and look up for any of my videos up there if you missed any, because you definitely need that information for your business, and you definitely need that information for your exam. Okay. Now, like I said, today we'll be looking at another interesting topic, and without wasting much time, let's dive into it. Okay. So our topic of discussion for today is factors of production. Okay. Now, what are factors of production? Now, factors of production are simply resources that need to be available before any form of production can take place. Okay. So these are resources which need to be in place before you can actually engage in any form of production. And these are key factors, and we are saying without these factors of production, production will not take place. Okay. So for production to take place, these factors are supposed to be in place. Okay. Now, there are basically four factors of production, namely land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Okay. So those are the four factors of production that we're going to be looking at today, and we'll look at each one of them individually so that we get to understand each factor of production and what is involved in it. Okay. Now, the first factor of production that we're going to look at is land. Okay. Now, land includes all the resources that we see on the surface of the earth. It also includes all the resources that are found underground, that is minerals, okay? And at the same time, land will also include the resources that you find in the water and in the atmosphere, okay? So all those resources put together, they make up what is known as land. All right, now, when we are talking about land, we are simply saying land becomes very important in production because it actually gives you a place where you can have your production done from. Okay, so land will give you a site or a place where you can do your production from. So land is key because without land you will not have a place to do your production from. And we are saying you need that place. Okay, you need that site, you need that location for you to engage in any form of production. So land gives you that opportunity of having a place where you can actually do your production from. Okay. Now, the other thing that you need to know when you're talking about land is that the people that provide this land are referred to as landlords. Okay. So landlords are the people that provide land which can be used in any form of production. Okay. And they get to receive a reward known as rent or rates because of that land which they provide. Okay, so we are saying land includes all the resources that you find on the face of the earth, underground, in water, and in the atmosphere, and then the people that provide this land are referred to as landlords, and they are rewarded by way of receiving what is known as rent or rates. Okay, so there you have it, all the information that you need to know about land as a factor of production. Okay, now if you're finding this information to be very helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification icon down there so at each time I upload a new video, you become the first one to be notified. Alright, now that brings us now to our next factor of production, and the next factor of production that we're going to be looking at is labor. Okay, now labor refers to all the effort that is put in order to get things done. Okay, so all the effort that people will put in, or even machines, the effort that they are going to put in order to get things done is what is known as labor. Okay, so labor is basically about effort. Okay, now in order to get things done, people will need to put in effort. Okay, and now that effort is what is referred to as labor. Now labor can either be skilled or unskilled labor. Okay. And what I mean by that, when I say skilled or unskilled, I'm simply saying it is something that you can get as a result of training, or maybe just something that you learn as a by the way thing as you go on without any formal training. Okay, but it's skilled labor because it is effort that you put in order to get things done. Okay, so we are saying labor as a factor of production is key because this actually accounts for the effort that is put in order to see to it that things are done. Okay, now the people that provide labor are known as they can be referred to as laborers, or you can call them workers or employees. Okay, so these people that provide labor, or these people that are going to provide labor in order for production to take place, are rewarded by way of receiving what is known as wages or salaries. Okay, so workers or laborers or employees will be rewarded by way of giving them a wage or a salary. Okay, so there you have it. Again, when we're talking about labor as a factor of production, remember we are saying this is the effort that people put in order to get things done. And these people that provide this labor are referred to as workers. You can call them employees or laborers, okay? But at the end of the day, these people are supposed to receive a reward, and the reward which they receive can either be a wage or a salary, okay? All right, now on that note, we move on to the third factor of production, and our third factor of production is capital, okay? Now, capital refers to any form of resource, okay? Or any form of asset that you are going to use in starting up a business, okay? So capital is simply any form of resource that you are going to use in your production process as you are starting, okay? So capital, like I have said, this is actually the resource, okay? Now by resource we simply mean it can be anything, okay? It can be money, it can be cash, or it can be any form of asset, be it a building or a machine or a motor vehicle. As long as you are using that to begin with your production, that is actually makes it qualified to be referred to as capital. Okay, so capital is any form of resource that the owner of the business will use as they start the production process, okay, or as they are starting their business. All right. Now, another thing that you need to know when we are talking about capital is that capital doesn't necessarily need to be money. It can be any form of resource. Like I mentioned, it can be a building, it can be a machine, it can be a motor vehicle. As long as you are using it to start that production process or to start that business, then it qualifies to be capital. Okay. Now, the people that provide capital are referred to as capitalists. Okay. Now, capitalists are people that provide capital, and because of providing that capital, they are also supposed to be rewarded. And for that capital provision that they make, they receive a reward known as interest. Okay, so interest is a reward that capitalists will receive for investing their capital in the business or in the production process. All right. Now we move on to the last factor of production, and our last factor of production is what is known as enterprise. Okay. Now enterprise is the ability that the entrepreneur will have as a way of organizing, okay, all the other factors of production. Okay, so that skill or that ability which the entrepreneur will have, which enables them to organize or manage all the other three factors of production, is what is known as enterprise. Okay, so that skill that the entrepreneur will have in managing land, in managing labor, and in managing the capital put together, okay, that skill is what is known as enterprise. Because as an entrepreneur, you need that ability. If you can't manage your land, you can't manage your labor, and you are failing to manage your capital, production will not take place like that. Okay, the business will fail. So as an entrepreneur, you need to have the expertise. Okay, you need to have the ability, you need to have that skill which will allow you to manage all the other three factors of production, and that skill is what is known as enterprise. Okay, now if you are finding this information to be very helpful, again, please don't forget to subscribe down there, hit the notification icon there, and you can also like my videos so that I know to say that you are really enjoying what I'm doing for you people out there. And that brings us to the end of our video for today. And please remember to stay safe out there, because it is not safe out there because of the COVID-19. So I need you people safe out there, because you are the people that support me through watching my videos. And I'll see you in my next video. I love you, and bye-bye.